Welcome to Dragon's Tome, issue 89, episode 89. We're here to talk about Dragon Magazine, every issue chronologically. We're up to 89. It's 1984, September.
1984.
And my name's Rob.
I'm Jack.
And I'm Chopper.
And this is a cover, another chess cover by Dennis Beauvais. More chess. This time it's a giant brain playing chess.
Is this same guy who drawn all the chess ones?
Yes. It'd be a very big coincidence if it wasn't.
Okay. I do like the evolving chess motif. Next question is, do you think the chessboard was influenced by Star Wars?
The Jerick?
Whatever they call that game. I don't know. I think Jerick's the card game.
Oh, is it?
No, I would go so far as to say I believe chess came out before Star Wars. I'm just going to throw out.
You're going on a limb.
Probably a wild statement, but
so bad.
Dagger to the heart.
I know.
So yeah, it's gotten a lot away from actual chess game into some kind of crazy mojo verse where there's cameras,
and
brains, and.
That being said, while the black pieces are live people, there's a pawn on the ground here bleeding.
I think it's not a pawn, that's a queen or something. No, a bishop, isn't it?
No, it looks like a pawn.
No, that's a pawn.
The pawn's got the round tops.
Yeah, he's got a round top.
Oh, I'm looking over here. The black one that's bleeding. He's got an arrow in its throat.
Oh, there is a black one.
That's a rook.
Rook, yeah.
No, we're talking about Whitey there in the middle.
Yeah, I see it now.
Whitey Bulger.
Anything more to say about more chess?
No, I mean I do like.
It's getting crazier.
I would like to say that maybe Battle Chess or Archon is really kind of taking hold of this artist's life.
I'm guessing that this is part of a series that he did, and whenever Dragon Magazine said, "Do you have something?" and he said, "Well, I do."
Let me put my game of Archon on pause first.
Those arms from that, I was just looking. The arms on the head there, it's the exact same as what my mic is connected with.
Yeah, my mic stand looks just like those arms too.
Yeah. I was like that 4-plate corner thing on the big arm that's holding the.
And all the springs on the arms.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, we'll move on. This issue is 84 September. There is a big. I'll start myself just to say there's a big creature catalog, but that's a bit of missing history. It's not in this PDF. You guys didn't find it anywhere, I assume.
Creature catalog.
That's the whole point. It's the special attraction is the creature catalog. That's not actually in this magazine.
Title page 46.
It's not in here. It's online. I guess it's a big thing that no PDFs. And nowhere online is this creature catalog.
Really?
It had about 20 different creatures in it. A lot of the inserts weren't included in the PDFs for some reason. When I think it was Wizard of the Coast, whoever did all this. So, yeah, it's missing.
Did you do like an internet search?
Yeah.
And find out why it was missing?
No, they just said it just never got done. So. I can find the actual creature catalog. Like TSR eventually puts out a creature catalog that has, I don't know if it's the same creatures, but like tons of creatures, almost like a monster manual. I can find that for free online, like the actual book, but I cannot find this creature catalog insert. So It's lost to the ages unless you own this magazine, then you have it. So
yeah,
that's a shame.
It's not like it's from the
if you do
1600s.
have it. If you do have it, you don't have to take a picture of all of it, but feel free to take some pics and post it on the Facebook page.
Scan the whole thing and put it up illegally.
Let us know where it is.
I don't want to incarcerate anyone illegally.
I do have a list of all the creatures that are in it. It's I won't go through them all, but there's nothing too exciting that I looked. Explode-a-stool. I hope it's a toadstool, not a other kind of stool. A glass pane horror. Things like giant horseshoe crabs and
it's a glass pane horror, so it looks like a pane of glass and then it bites your face off.
I guess so. Maybe like what was that movie? The first CGI in movie, young Sherlock Holmes, where the stained glass comes alive.
Oh.
Star Leviathan. I think that's a fun one. But yeah, killer whales.
Killer
Killer whale
whales.
tank.
Yeah,
Killer
they're
whale.
killing people.
Yeah, so that's just a little bookkeeping why we're not going to talk about the creature catalog because we don't have it. So
And I think we all know that we have a fan of the pod that seems to have all the magazines, and they may be able to shed some light on this.
Yes, you know
You
who
know
you
who
are.
you are.
that sounds threatening. So for the actual articles,
Did it? I didn't mean it to sound threatening.
Jack, everything you say says sounds threatening.
If you are able to, and you can enlighten us, please, we will reward you with more singing.
Jeez, don't like threaten the guy anymore, Jack. Stop.
Oh,
Pat, since Jack's been so threatening, you could start. And you're wearing red.
All right, let's
You wore red on purpose. You know.
page 16.
oh no.
Is this everyone's? I figured this would be everyone's.
No, I didn't choose this one because I knew you guys would.
6 very special shields. Nice new shields. From the mind of Elminster, Ed Greenwood's character. So as you read through this, he gives a little narration in Elminster of why about different magical items and how swords are hip and shields aren't. And I kind of agree with that because thinking back in my old D&D days, it was if there was a shield or a sword laying down, everyone would go for the sword first.
The swords can stab people.
Well, but some of these shields are really good. Like as I read through them, this Thurband's Protector is kind of my favorite.
They're not short descriptions either. Each one gets a good.
Yeah. Like
They're-
this
they're no
Thurband's Protector,
slouches.
you get to keep a globe of air around you so you can never really suffocate. So that's way better than you being stabbed.
You can't kill someone with a globe of air, though.
No, but you can definitely stay alive underwater.
Yeah, you sound like you had a lot of issues with falling off boats.
That, and you can survive a green dragon breath attack.
That's true. Oh yeah, that's actually a good use. You're like specialized to go hunt green dragons. Exactly.
And there's one that actually, I can't even remember which one it is, but it's like a lightning rod. It stores up electricity charges, then you're supposed to be able to tap or something. I forget what it is. Oh, you tap the wooden rim of the shield 3 times, and it releases all the electrical energy out. So basically, you have a shield taser. Taser! So, if you're looking for some really nice shield magic items, it's a very good article. I enjoyed it. Some of these shields were actually really nice.
Yeah, that would have been a boon back in the day.
Yeah.
Some paladin, he'd be kicking butt.
Or a cavalier.
Cavalier, yes. Jack, what's your first article?
Well, my first one was just pilfered. So let's go to page 36.
Oh, there goes my pilfering. This is my article.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad someone picked this because I read through most. I didn't read all of it, but I was curious to see what you guys had to say about this class.
It is a piece by Andy Pierce called "Halt! Who Goes There?" and it is a new NPC called the Sentinel, and it's basically a guard build, like professional guard. And at first I was like, oh, that sounds pretty lame. That's a lot of work to put into. But I was sold when it was a collection of reasonable abilities, special abilities that kind of go lockstep in what would be, an important build. So I came out of it at the end of it thinking I'd play this.
No, Jack, it's an NPC.
You'd be a sentinel.
It's not going to be a glamour class. It's not going to be wowing, but
you'd never be surprised.
It made sense the way it did.
Yeah, pretty much as a fighter who's very alert. That's what I said. It has a weird thing where you shift towards lawful neutral as you level up, but you still lose XP while doing it, which annoys me. It's like
it was a bit weird, and honestly, I don't know.
I don't know why, but it's just high hit points, obviously that'd be good. And yeah, it's all about parrying and
Yeah, I
'cause
got
you
it as far
Yep.
as the second page, and kind of where I stopped was that this class was only open to humans and half elves. I didn't understand why the limitation.
Well, you got to limit it somehow, I guess. But yeah,
No,
it's
you really don't.
no, I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say
They just
So
randomly
NPC
add.
for this class, I think anyone could be. I'm pretty sure.
Well, why do you
dwarves
have to
would
be
add
lawful
something else.
neutral? That's another thing that's kind of weird. But okay.
Wow.
Well, that's the big boat anchor around the neck of a lot of this game is when
We have that.
alignment came to be.
But yeah, the pairing thing is so you could survive longer, and that's why you have so many hit points. Because your whole job is not to win. Your whole job's to hold until the alarm gets triggered. So like that's the whole thing of this Sentinel.
Yeah.
It's a very odd NPC, and it would be a weird PC, but it's like, do you need an NPC that's so specialized in guarding?
Yeah, I'll hold the door. You guys run.
Pretty much. But
Yeah, I believe though it was going to be an NPC that wasn't like following your party along, but perhaps
be good as
you
a what's it called, a retainer or something. Someone in your group that not a PC necessarily, but someone in. Could you just guard these horses? Oh yes, sir.
yeah.
He would guard them with his life. Anything else to say, Jack?
No, that was mine.
Yeah, that was mine too. So
Uh-oh.
I guess we're gonna go to 79, and just for the Marvel file, this one I have not much to say. It's Submariner and Tiger Shark. The only thing is at the very beginning they explain what they're doing in the Marvel file, that they're only doing characters not in upcoming modules. So you won't see X-Men, you won't see Spider-Man, you won't see Fantastic Four because all these modules are coming out. So you're getting all these weird characters.
Wasn't there Cloak and Dagger in this one? Oh
No, that's coming up. Spoilers.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize.
Jeez, this guy. Yeah. So Submariner and Tiger Shark, fun times. Neither character I really care about. I just wanted to point out why they're doing certain characters and why not other ones that we'd want to see, like X-Men.
Prince Namor.
Former monarch of Atlantis. Spoilers for 1984.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that was all I want to see on Marvel. Pat, I hope you have another article.
I got
a
several.
very short episode.
I got a couple actually.
It would be an episode that made it within the 1.5 hour mark that we.
I'm going to say
a
page number, and if Jack sucks air through his teeth, I'm going to pick another page number.
Uh-oh.
Jack, do you have any more articles?
Page 28.
I have nothing. No.
Oh.
It's all you, man.
It's just me?
Yep.
So I read this, and I thought it was kind of nice. The many types of magic. And it really just explains the different kind of categories. As I was reading, I was thinking this was kind of a good article for the time, because in the first edition Player's Handbook, they didn't really explain it all. But I think in second edition, they actually broke down the different classes of magic and stuff like that. So,
yeah,
for the time, great article. So you could figure out, and the guy was talking about, and I know my GM used these categories when this article came out, because every time we used Detect Magic, he would just give us vague ideas by saying it's kind of an abjuration.
Yeah,
it's imbued with abjuration magic. So we have to sit there and go, oh, Christ, now what is it?
Yeah. It gives you
he'd only do that if we just did Detect Magic. If we cast Identify, then, then.
Yeah. Well, it's more helpful. Usually Detect Magic would just be, it's magic.
Yeah. So it was kind of nice that he was using that at the time.
But then, that's kind of cool.
Like second edition rolls around fairly soon. Maybe another year or two, I think.
No, it's a bit longer than that. But
you think so?
Oh, yeah. We still haven't got to Unearthed Arcana yet. That's first edition.
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
I think it's 89. I think second edition comes out. If I'm not wrong.
I think you might be right. 89.
90, maybe. It's around there.
Maybe.
So we got a couple more years.
So, yeah, for the time, first edition, great article for it. After that, then it kind of becomes redundant.
Yeah, this literally is rolled right in. I'm sure Charles Olson got no money for it, but this is almost exactly how second edition works.
Absorbed.
Yeah.
But as a glossary of kind of the terms, if you didn't know, what is the difference? Well, here it is.
So.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, I'm still up, I guess.
Yeah, Jack, you still got nothing? I'm looking. I don't have anything else.
I got two more, but this next one is a very short one.
Good.
It's page 57. I only included this article, and I haven't read it yet. I'll be honest,
Oh
I
yeah,
haven't read it
that's
yet
the actual. Yeah.
because it's a short story by Troy Denning. And I want to just give a quick shout out to anyone who has the magazine who hasn't read it. Maybe they want to read it if they're a big fan of Troy Denning, who wrote a bunch of Star Wars EU books and a ton of Forgotten Realms books.
Oh.
I think he even wrote some Dark Sun books if you were in the Dark Sun. So he's a pretty well science fiction fantasy author. So I was curious to see what his short stories would be like. So in order to finish for today's recording,
We don't usually cover the short stories because
I bypassed the
it's a
short
lot.
story, but I am going to come back and read it because I am a fan of Troy Denning's work.
And it looks like a pirate story, so
Yeah.
maybe there's a little.
And the name Dunkel Z, it rings a bell somewhere in my brain, so it must be maybe it's an ongoing character or something. So.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, cool. Next one.
So just a quick shout out for that short story in my last
Troy Denning.
true article.
Is it related to Kat Denning?
Ooh.
Hmm.
I think she has an S in the end, doesn't she?
No.
Anyways, your last article.
Page 67.
67. Yeah, I thought you'd cover the Ares section here, so.
Yeah, I kind of do because I'm at this point, Star Frontiers is kind of my. I've stopped GMing regular D&D, let my friends do it, and I'm GMing Star Frontiers. So the Mighty Mega Corporations. This is a little more detailed history of the Star Corps, or the corporations of Star Frontiers. And it just gives a corporate history. This is the background part. They tell you in this article that next issue they'll start expanding with the actual corporations themselves. So
That's cool.
very excited that we're at the point now where they're starting to expand the world of Star Frontiers. So it's pretty cool.
Coolio.
So
that's all you have to say about Star Frontiers corporations yet?
Yeah, because this is just the history. I mean, it goes through the history of how it comes to be the corporate wars, and then
Nice
and
background.
how everything's. Yeah, it's a nice background, especially if you play Star Frontiers. It's going to help
And
you
actually
build
play
your campaign,
the
flesh
setting.
out your worlds. Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess we're for the shortest episode ever. We're going to move on to our ads. Anybody got some ads? Jack, you got an ad?
I do have an ad.
Oh, good.
We got
Better not be my
got
ad.
a good one.
'cause
Page 32.
That is not my ad.
It is a possibly centerfold, but at least
Oh, yeah.
two page.
This is a 2 pages. This is also one of my ads.
Well, it is a 2 page, but
Did
I don't
you
know
have
if it's the
this, Jack?
centerfold or whatnot. I had the Wizards and Witches book. I had one about
I seem to
Arthurian
remember
legend.
them. That's why I was wondering. Yeah.
I had one about demons and something. So that's why I brought it up. It is the Enchanted World book collection from Time Life Books, and they came with this. Like the cover was like fabric and
Velour.
gold.
Gold leaf.
You
Yeah.
know, yeah, very very well done. All full illustrated. It was a very well done product. Now I don't remember exactly how I got them. I think I got them secondhand.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure, but I read the hell out of them.
For the younger whippersnappers out there, Time Life Books used to sell books in like subscriptions where you get like a set,
Yeah.
and every month
And
they
they-
send you another book.
And they still had monthly publications of Time
Yeah.
and Life magazine.
Yeah, we had one of like all like famous photographs. So, like Time Life Books would just have crazy stuff, and I remember this like set. I just don't know who had it, and I assume the ones I saw were probably Jack's. So
Yeah, I mean, my only sentence I put for this ad was like, even Time Life is trying to cash in on the fantasy monies at this time.
it definitely
Well,
I wonder if it
And Time Life books weren't cheap back then either.
No,
'cause
they weren't.
Came,
No.
like, they came high end books. They were really good
Yeah.
books.
and they're all like the encyclopedias of the day. Like you get that kind of
Yeah, they were
Same
what I would call library quality books. You could
Yeah.
put these on your shelf to display, and they would look
That's
nice.
another place I might have seen them in the library. So, for the young
maybe.
whippersnappers out there used to be a building that stored books.
And then you could
Books
rent them.
for the young whippersnappers were pieces of dead trees bound together with writing on them.
It's true.
But I think because I think it was either the demon one or the arterial one. Maybe it was the arterial. It was a bright blue, and I think I still have it somewhere. I think I saw it in the last maybe 5-6 years.
They're only $15, $16, but
Yeah,
you know,
1984.
yeah, that's probably some good
That's
money.
a lot.
Yeah.
When you consider in 1984, gas was like 60 cents a gallon.
Yeah,
Chicago, Illinois. There you go. Time Life Building.
Chicago.
Is that a famous
Yeah,
building?
this was downtown. It's not the Time Life building anymore.
Well, I
I
assume
forget what it is
it's
now.
Time Life, or even is Time? Is that it's probably
I think
owned by Warner.
Life is gone, but I think Time is still its own
I'm
thing.
sure it's
Yeah,
owned by like
Time.
Warner Publications or someone now.
Oh yeah, someone.
Yeah, it's fun times. It's a well, we should say what the books are. They're actually just like what story histories, sort of like
Yeah, they were
fables, kind
like
of.
a half like an educational primer kind of thing where it was like pretty like in depth, but then it had the entertainment hooks. I think it had some like stories and stuff.
Lots of pictures. Yeah,
Hmm.
cool.
And they were big. They were big books.
Yeah, they were bigger than normal books. I would say they're library edition books, like nowadays. My ad is going to be on page 9. 9. It is the Science Fiction Book Club. A classic.
And we're back to this. We did this one already, didn't we?
No? We didn't do science.
We've done the science fiction book library before.
Have we?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind then.
But I wasn't going to say anything. I thought that was uncouth.
Oh,
Good
Jack's
one.
just
Stop
publicly
being
shaming.
uncouth.
But I will say this was also a good way to get books back in the day
I
for
got
free.
tons of books through this. And all my H.P. Lovecraft and like Weird Tales books. That's how I got them. So
Yeah, I got my Elric guys from these guys.
yeah, I got a lot of Elric from this too. Yeah. I never got like all the famous Asimovs and stuff. I never was into those ones.
Yeah, I don't think I was too much into Asimov either.
No. Or Stephen King.
I remember reading my first Asimov book, and I forget which one it was. And I was like, "Oh my god, this is awesome!" And I said, "I'm going to deep dive into this guy. He's my new jam." And I found out very soon that I wasn't that much into Asimov.
Yeah. You're like, oh, I don't understand.
I don't like this.
Pat, do you have an ad then?
I do. I have one more. And let's go to page 25.
Champions.
Champions. I believe
actual
this is the
miniatures.
third edition. Yeah. So this is the latest box set, I guess, with new figure box sets. And I started playing Champions, I think, during fourth edition, so the edition after this. And as I was looking at this ad and reading it and looking at all the nice little figures, in my head I was thinking, I wonder if this edition was as complicated as fourth, or did it just kind of gradually get that way from between as they went to a new version?
I know. When Marvel Superheroes came out, they lauded that as being simple, unlike Champions. So
Yeah. Champions is rough.
Well, because if Marvel's superheroes was lauded as simpler than Champions, and Marvel superheroes, I think we've discussed, was a very chart heavy.
well, just a hit. Yeah, there's a big chart, but that was also in
It's chart heavy, but the thing with Champions, it was points complicated. Like it was
Building
map. You had
characters.
to building characters. Like you can say, okay, I want him to have a blast power, but it needs to be this, and then you got to figure out how many points you want to put in it to see how much range and damage you get, and then you have to do a math kind of equation. It gets way crazy because it's all
It's
based on points.
It's rifty in its character creation, I guess.
Riftian, is that a new descriptor, a new adjective?
We haven't got
I
there
mean,
yet, but yeah,
I count myself lucky that I had a friend who was kind of a math nerd.
you just
And he
punch the
just
numbers for
swallowed
you.
this up. He just swallowed this up. And I would say, okay, I want my guy to do this, this, and this. He goes, all right. So then what you want to do is you want to take 3 points of this power, 4 points in this power. You're going to put 2.5 in this one because you could do half points in the fourth edition. And then when you start using half points, then it just kind of goes all haywire.
Yeah. These miniatures though are 25 millimeter. I remember back in the day when miniatures were a lot smaller. Where the size creep has gotten crazy now, but
Yeah.
25 was the standard. When 28 came out, it was like, whoa, those are huge.
Yeah.
Now there's like 50.
Yeah, 25 is very, very small. You can't fit a modern miniature in a case designed for 25 mil
No.
miniatures. It's
They're teeny.
impossible.
They're
It's teeny.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
I mean-
3 millimeters is big when it's that small, so it's like a
Yeah.
good percentage of its size. So I don't know if it's
So-
to the eye or to the top of the head. Usually it's to the eye back then, I think. So,
Yeah.
but
So, Champions. Good game. Once you got your character made and stuff, I enjoyed playing Champions. I'm not going to disparage it other than the character creation was like, don't make it next to a pile of rope.
yeah, I think it was pretty neat. Champions. I remember the hero system later, but not for Champions.
Yeah.
Cool. Any more ads, people?
Mm-mm.
Well, since we're so early, we should mention other things we're doing. We do have other shows. There's other things. Well, at least one other show.
Yeah.
Pat and I are on another show on YouTube called Mobile Armor Radio. Please go and find that if you like giant stompy robots. We have our friend Brian, our anime expert, to keep us on the straight and narrow. But
Yes.
we talk about big stompy robots. If you like BattleTech or Robotech or anything with tech in the name.
Yeah. Gundams. Votons.
Yeah. So Mobile Armor Radio, that's on YouTube. Jack, you were recently on another podcast called Dead Zone the Podcast. If you want to hear your dulcet tones being very rude. Luckily it was edited.
Yeah, Dead Zone the podcast. If you want to just hear Rob and I riffing with the proprietors of our old podcast that we donated.
Donated or
we gave to
unloaded?
charity.
Unloaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Here
why
you
like
go.
it's like when you have like dirty clothes and you just put them at the charitable like in the
Here you
charitable
go,
Dropbox.
sucker.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, it's got bed bugs, but it's yours now.
Bed bugs.
It's an old stained mattress, but it's now your old stained mattress.
That's right. So yeah, you can go listen to that. I don't know if it's up on YouTube. Yeah, it is. I think that's where I listen to it. It is on YouTube, but it is an audio podcast. You don't have to see us, but you can listen to us. Other than that, I think that's about it. Like, share, subscribe. We have a lot of people doing comments in the videos, which is real fun. We do have a Facebook. I keep saying Facebook channel, but Facebook page. And yeah, we don't. There's some discussion on it, but I wish there was more. So come talk about Dungeons and Dragons or Dragon Magazine in general,
Yes.
or other role-playing games. All are welcome.
Yeah. Dragon Magazine covers a lot of role-playing games.
Does it? We should
Sure,
cover
yeah.
that magazine.
It's a lot of TSR stuff, you know what I'm saying? So
Except for, I was gonna say Star Frontiers, but that is TSR, isn't it?
it is TSR.
And Marvel Superheroes is TSR. Yeah, there's a lot of TSR now.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
No,
some cover it.
that
That's
wasn't
TSR.
It is TSR.
Yep.
But the ads are all things. We
James
talk
Bond
about
is
those
not
games.
TSR. James Bond is
No.
not TSR.
And neither is Champions.
We're
Or,
real
or
trying to
Dragon
stretch this
or
up.
Dragon Quest for that matter, but I don't think any of us ever played Dragon Quest.
What's Dragon Quest?
Yeah, I think that's the Avalon Hill one, I think, right?
I don't know. ICE. There's an ad right at the beginning here of ICE. We haven't talked about that one. Anyways, we're really stretching out because this was a short episode because there wasn't that many good articles in here.
No.
It could be the perfect length.
Yeah, the actual length. Next week, hopefully we'll have a better episode. I think we will. And we'll have more things to talk about. We'll up to 90. Until then, I've been Rob.
I'm Jack.
And I'm Chopper.
Don't judge the rest of our episodes by this one. That's all to say. We're usually funny and have things to talk about.
Maybe I should have read the short story.
I don't think it would have helped. Anyways, bye-bye.
Bye.